Thank you. Thank you, Indonesia. Now I'll give the floor to India.
Thank you, Mr. President. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I acknowledge the contribution of parties for their valuable contribution and hope that this conference reaches a consensus on putting in place the post-2020 global biodiversity framework. Reversing ecosystem degradation and halting global biodiversity loss are essential for socio-economic development, human well-being, and for advancing global sustainability. The goals and targets set in global biodiversity framework should be ambitious yet realistic and practical. Conservation of biodiversity must also be based on common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities as the climate change processes affect biodiversity. Excellencies, for the developing nations, agriculture is a paramount economic driver for rural communities, and the critical support provided to these sectors cannot be redirected. When food security is important for developing countries, prescribing numerical targets in pesticide reduction is unnecessary and must be left to countries to decide based on national circumstances, priorities, and capabilities. Biodiversity conservation requires ecosystem to be conserved and restored historically, holistically, and in an integrated manner. It is in the context that ecosystem approaches for conservation of biodiversity need to be adopted rather than nature-based solution. Excellencies, the successful implementation of the framework will squarely depend on the ways and means we put in place for equally ambitious resource mobilization mechanism. Hence, there is a need to create a new and dedicated mechanism for the provision of financial resources to developing countries' parties. India is fully committed to working closely with all parties so that we are all able to bring out an ambitious and realistic global biodiversity framework in COP15. Thank you very much.